अखिल हृदयेत्री मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृदयेत्री आत्मवतेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवतेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृदयेत्री मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृदयेत्री जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखस्ते जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखस्ते जनको देव सकल दयाळु जनको देव सकल दयाळु दाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनता दाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनता श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां.
Thank you so much. You have a lovely voice, and I think a lot of practice has gone behind your performance today. Thank you so much, Kirtana. Next on the agenda, we'll move to the welcome address given by Dr. K. Gangadhar, who is the Joint Secretary of PACE. Dr. K. Gangadhar.
Very good evening to each and everyone. Today's meeting is very important to us. I am audible, madam?
Yes, yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. So today's our meeting is very precious for all of us because we have thought that one today is going to introduce our journal. For this occasion, Shivpal Singh ji has presided over the today's function. So heartily welcome to the Dr. Shivpal Singh ji, sir. So, and the boon of the PACE and the dynamic leader, and on all the time he is inspiring to us in carried out all type of the activities through the PACE activities. So the Dr. Secretary is beloved Secretary Dr. Devanandan sir over here. So I would like to welcome him, sir. Please do welcome. And the chair editorial editor of this our journal, Trivedi sir is, so it's not Trivedi. What's it? What?
Amarjit Singh.
Amarjit Singh is present over here. So I would like to heartily welcome to this occasion, sir. Please, and remaining all the state presidents and secretaries over here. So I welcome to all. I welcome to all, sir. Please. And moreover, our educationist and psychologist, Damero Vijayalakshmi madam is on all the time with us. So I would like to welcome to her also, madam Vijayalakshmi madam also. Thank you. I am welcoming to each and everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was very brief and nice. Thank you, Dr. Gangadhar.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request our prestigious Honorable President of PACE, Dr. Shivpal Singh, to give his presidential address to the gathering. I request Dr. Shivpal Singh, sir.
Good evening, one and all present here. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Today we are here not only for the releasing the newsletter, but we have to discuss some other points also. First of all, I would like to point out all of those points which are very important to discuss in this meeting. As you know, new notifications of 4-year program and impact of press release in teacher education. This is a other point. Joint movement for the legal actions with management association, and of course this is our release of new newsletter of PACE, and we have other point, new membership form starting membership derived from 8th of November 2021. So these are some points we have to discuss in this meeting. But first of all, I would like to express my some very worried point. This is related to ITEP. As we know that MEd is not a mandatory qualification for the teaching pedagogy of a school subject. Only B.Ed is sufficient. Without having PG degree in education, only B.Ed degree holder will teach ITEP. This situation is not in any UGC approved UG course program of our country till date. Then why this provision is introduced in a UG program designed for the teacher profession, yani ITEP? We can say that what a bogus norms framed. Now there is a new nomenclature, assistant professor in liberal discipline and pedagogy, and assistant professor in teacher educational studies. So we now there will be a designation like assistant professor in teacher education. Education discipline is now changed and confined to educational studies. Teacher education is nowhere in this picture. This moves really uh, demotivating and against the development of the teacher education in the country. Why NCTE is diluting professional spirit of TEPS? Please think twice. Really, silence of our teacher educators over dilution of the professional spirit of TEP is dangerous and concerning. Who will raise these issues to the appropriate forum? I think this is a right platform and right time to discuss about above problems. So let us discuss this problem. And I know that first of all, we are here for the releasing our newsletter of PACE. So I would like to say something. It's my immense pleasure to express my gratitude to our respected members of PACE for joining and strengthening our association. It is a great honor for me to be elected as a president of PACE and a great privilege to serve serve the association. I am always aware that the role of the president is the represent the member of our association. I view one of my greatest success as a having passed on a flourishing organization that is fit for the future. I realize that the membership has to grow year by year. All these have not been just my effort, but have required the uh, synchronic work of all members of the association. I have to try to ensure that where I recognize weakness, I have selected others who have the necessary strength. I trust in my great support of all members, offering sound advice and constructive criticism. But as a president, one has the freedom to bring one's personality to the job and do it in one's way. I will give it my best shot, creative administration and commitment to serve. So congratulations for this newsletter. Thank you very much. Over to Vijay Lakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, sir. That was a brief talk. I understand that subscription is something that is a very important topic that we need to focus on. The new policies, definitely, I know that it's a burning topic and everybody will be affected by this. But before we go into the negatives of the system, I think it would be nice to talk about the positives of PACE, where we are talking about the release of the newsletter. Indeed, it's a feather in our cap. So let us invite the chief editor, Dr. Amarjeet Singh Parihar, to give a speech regarding this new editorial assignment that he has. Dr. Amarjeet.
जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में अध्यक्षता कर रहे डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह जी के जो है सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर देवानंदन जी तथा जितने भी यहाँ पे सम्मानित सदस्य हैं उन सभी का मैं सादर अभिनंदन एवं वंदन करता हूँ। और सर्वप्रथम मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि जो ये समनयना हमारा पेश द्वारा जो ये न्यूज उपस्थित हुए हैं, तो समनयना मतलब कि हम समान दृष्टि से देखना, एक ये वेद की उक्ति है, सूक्ति है, उसके आधार पे जो है इस न्यूज़लेटर का सभी के प्रयासों से और सभी की सहमति से इस न्यूज़लेटर का नाम रखा गया है समनयना, कि सभी को और आगे आने वाली जनरेशन को भी हम लोग जो है एक समान दृष्टि से देखेंगे और उसमें सभी तरह के जो विचार होंगे। अभी ये हालांकि जितने दिन का प्रोग्राम हुआ, अभी तक की जितने एक्टिविटीज है इस समनयना में जो है, जिसमें जो है हमारे एडिटोरियल बोर्ड का और पेश के जितने मेंबर है, जितने पदाधिकारी, सभी का सम्मिलित प्रयासों का ये प्रतिफल है। आज जो हमारे सामने जो है प्रस्तुत हुआ है और सब लोगों के सामने, तो हमें तो सबसे बड़ी उपलब्धि है। आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत आभार है कि आपने हमें इस लायक समझा है कि आप जो है इसके जो है चीफ एडिटर बने। तो सबसे पहले देवानंदन जी को, शिवपाल सिंह जी को और सभी सम्मानित सदस्यों को मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन और आभार व्यक्त करता हूं इस बात के लिए कि उन्होंने हमें चीफ एडिटर नियुक्त किया है। कुछ देखा होगा इसलिए चीफ एडिटर नियुक्त किया है, लेकिन इसमें मेरा प्रयास से ज्यादा देवानंदन जी का और शिवपाल सिंह जी का तथा सभी एडिटोरियल बोर्ड का, उनका सबका प्रयास है। मुझसे भी ज्यादा वो एफर्ट करते हैं, प्रयास करते हैं। आज जो हमारे सामने न्यूज़लेटर है, केवल ये न्यूज़लेटर तक ही सीमित नहीं रहेगा। एक दिन ये जो यूजीसी केयर लिस्ट में जो है जनरल के रूप में स्थापित होगा, हम लोगों के सबके प्रयास से स्थापित होगा। आज हम जितनी एक्टिविटीज है उसमें सम्मिलित करेंगे। ये अभी जैसे एसपी सिंह साहब ने बताया था कि मंथली रहेगा, बट अभी और देवानंदन जी बताया 6 मंथली है। तो अभी ये 6 मंथली के बाद जो है फिर आगे जैसे जैसे एक्टिविटीज होंगी वो ऑल इंडिया में जो पेश के द्वारा जितनी एक्टिविटीज होंगी वो सब सम्मिलित की जाएंगी इसमें और सब जो है सामने रखी जाएंगी। वो किसी तरह का जितने प्रयासों से जितने प्रयास किए जाएंगे वो सब इसमें सम्मिलित किए जाएंगे। और आगे जब हम एजुकेशनल उसको आगे बढ़ाना चाहेंगे, एनरिच करेंगे, तो हमारे सबके जितने भी कोई टॉपिक होंगे, कोई आर्टिकल होंगे, रिसर्च पेपर होंगे, तो उस के रूप पे इसको आगे स्थापित करेंगे। जनरल भी हमारा पेश के द्वारा एक जनरल संचालित जरूर होगा और हम लोग सब लोग प्रयास करके उसको जो है यूजीसी केयर लिस्ट में, तो हम लोगों के अपने विचार कम से कम इसके माध्यम से देश दुनिया में पहुंचा सकते हैं। इस पेश के माध्यम से हम पहुंचा रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर जनरल और न्यूज़लेटर के माध्यम से जब हमारे सामने आता है कोई लिखित प्रत्यावेदन, हम लोग अभी मीटिंग करेंगे, बट वो जो ऑल इंडिया लेवल में एक लिखित प्रत्यावेदन पहुंचेगा, हम लोगों के विचार जो है सरकार तक और जनमानस तक पहुंचेंगे। हमारा यही है कि आप सभी का बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि आप सभी लोगों के प्रयास से ये आज एक नई चीज जो है, नई उपलब्धि पेश के लिए है कि जो है न्यूज कर रहे हैं, जिसमें सभी का मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, सबके योगदान के लिए आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। और स्पेशली अध्यक्ष महोदय और जो है सेक्रेटरी महोदय और ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी महोदय तथा जितने लोगों ने इसमें सहयोग किया उनका सबका मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं वंदन करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. For those who couldn't understand Hindi, I could just briefly give it in English. Samanayana is also means the vision of equilibrium. So I think that's a lovely name, and this name has been designed after a lot of cumulative efforts of everybody. And the newsletter will slowly evolve into being a journal. That is the goal. Now, at present, it would be for 6 months, and later on, it would maybe come to monthly because it involves a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and everybody need to contribute to give articles in order to make it monthly. And it's also a channel to voice the activities of PACE on a national level. So I think this newsletter will take us to great heights. And I congratulate Dr. Amarjit Singh for being the chief editor. And I know that's a lot of responsibility. I wish him all the best. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Shivpal Singh Ji to release the newsletter.
Devanandan sir, please make me co-host, please, so that I can share this one.
Yeah, I have made you co-host. You can share now, sir.
I request the others to mute themselves because we seem to be hearing a lot of background noise. Kindly mute yourself.
Devanandan sir, only click my name and you can get some points and you can.
Yeah, you
Click
just
on it.
click on it, it will be automatically shared. I think you have clicked. Now it will be on the screen. Okay, sir?
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. I think, yeah, it's there. Hello, Damera madam.
Host disable participant screen sharing. Sir, you should to make. Sir, you can share this one also. There is not any problem.
Yeah, I will. I think it is visible now.
Yes, sir, it's a visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible.
I think it's time to clapping.
Yeah. So here is our national executive members details are there, and our great Amarjit Singh ji has given a nice coverage of all the details here, and editorial board members list is available here. You can see that our chief editors are Dr. Amarjit Singh Parihar and Dr. T.C. Yadav. Dr. T.C. Yadav actually was one of the pillar of our page from the early stage itself. He has contributed a lot to build or construct our association at a national level. So T.C. Yadav also is a chief editor, and all the members from the executives are joining in the committee, and the sub-editors Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha. I think Dilip Kumar Jha is present here, and Dr. Mansit Kumar and Aruna
Ji, sir.
Madam, Dr. Shiba Madam, Damera Vijayalakshmi Madam, and editors like Dr. Susila Naren, Dr. Prakash, Dr. Mr. S. Pramod, Dr. Shanti Tejwani, and Anju Arora, and Georgian Matthew. So all these details already our Shivpal Singh ji has given to you. We will email all these things to you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good. It covers all of these things.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Shivpal Singh, for releasing the newsletter. Next on the agenda is Dr. Megha Gulwani Vishram, madam. I don't know if she's here. Here, sir?
No, madam, Gulwani madam, he's not able to join, it seems. I think without wasting the time, we can go to the next session.
Yeah. So I request Professor Dr. K V Devanandan sir, who is the General Secretary of PACE, to give a speech on the 4-year ITEP. Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Okay. So, respected President of our association, Dr. Shivpal Singh ji, Vice President Megha Gulwani Vishram madam, Joint Secretary Dr. Devanandan K V, and Treasurer Dr. Dasarath Singh Chauhan ji, and all other executive committee members and other members of PACE. Very, very good evening to you. Here we have published our newsletter, and so far what we have done is there, and we are also going to do a lot of things for the betterment of our nation and for the best future of our coming generation. And in the meanwhile, we have a danger in front of us, that is in the form of ITEP. Of course, ITEP will bring tremendous changes in the quality of a teacher education program in India. It is a fact. We all appreciate that because we all are standing for the enhancement of quality of education and the quality of teacher education. But the directions in national education policy, certain recommendations, certain observations are making some irritations in the field of existing teacher education programs. And finally, we have a press release in the latest time that is related to the implementation of teacher education program. Let us go through the explanations of Minister of Education. I think the presentation is visible to all of the participants. Is it?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So on 27th October 2021, Minister of Education notifies 4-year integrated teacher education program. I'm not going to explain all those things, but we have to see a particular statement here in the second paragraph, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th line. See, the commencement of a 4-year ITP will be from the academic session 2022-23. It means from the next year onwards. Entrance test will be the base of the selection of the students. The course will be offered by multidisciplinary institutions and will become the minimal degree qualification for school teachers. Here we have to consider two statements. The first statement, the ITP will begin from the academic session 2022-23. It means next year onwards, teacher education programs in the 4-year mode will be started. This is the statement. And the second statement we have to note, this course will be offered by multidisciplinary institutions. So please keep in your mind 2 points. One, next year we are going to commence a 4-year integrated program. Second statement, multidisciplinary institution. So this is the press release of Ministry of Education. Now we have to see on 22nd October 2021, NCTA, as in the mode of extraordinary gazette, has published the details of ITE. Okay. Here, the ITP offered by multidisciplinary higher education institutions. Okay. Again, it states a multidisciplinary higher education institutions. Then the second point, that is 1.5. The program shall permit sharing existing physical resources other departments of University of Higher Education institutions. So that is multi arts and science colleges. The ownership of ITP shall lie with the Education Department of multidisciplinary higher education institutions. Then the most important point that all of you have to take into very sincere consideration, that is, all standalone teacher education institutions, all standalone teacher education institutions means the present colleges of education offering B.Ed with M.Ed and DLED, or with only B.Ed or DLED program, will be required to convert into multidisciplinary institutions by 2030 to become eligible to offer the ITEP. Please seriously consider this point. The existing B.Ed or M.Ed or DLED colleges can be converted into multidisciplinary institution by 2030, right? Very good. What is the danger behind it? No danger. Okay, we have offering from the NCTE by 2022 onwards. We can start the teacher education programs in the 4-year mode. And second thing, the existing standalone institutions can be converted into multidisciplinary institutions. Very good. No danger, nothing. Okay. See, along with this, we have to read the 5.2 qualification of teachers, faculty members for the 4-year integrated program in arts and science colleges. 1. A professor is required. There is no principal. Only a professor or associated professor in education is required as a head of the department of the faculty of education in a arts and science college. See, in arts and science college, there are several courses are running like BCom, BA, BSc, BCom, like that. Several programs are going on. Along with that, the arts and science colleges can start a department for 4-year integrated program. See, that department require only a professor in education or associate professor in education as HOD. He require postgraduate degree in any relevant subject with a MED, PhD, and 10 years teaching experience in a teacher education institution for professor, or and 8 years for associate professor. 10 years of teaching experience in a teacher education institution for professor, and 8 years for associate professor. This is the eligibility criteria. If any other relevant experience are there, okay, that's good. Desirable diploma, no problem. The arts and science colleges can find out such a personality, no problem. Then go to the qualification of the assistant professors in liberal discipline and pedagogy. See, first one, postgraduate degree in science, physics, chemistry, or botany, like that, or languages with minimum 55% of marks or the equivalent grade. Only 55% mark is required in the postgraduate degree. And also require B.Ed degree with a minimum 55% of marks. And the candidate should possess net qualification also. So this is very, very, very crucial. For educational studies, postgraduate degree with the MET minimum 55% of marks in both PG degree and net qualification. These are the qualification prescribed. See, we know in a 50 students intake, only 2 staff are required for the educational studies. If you have other 6 optional subjects, commerce, then Hindi, Sanskrit, then physical science, natural science, commerce, like that. Suppose you need 6 faculty members, they only need PG in concerned subject and B.Ed in 55% of marks. Fortunately or unfortunately, in all our teacher education program, we give maximum marks for our students. So 55% of marks in B.Ed program is not a Herculean task for anybody. So this is a very important thing, right? So another thing, so what is the problem here? I'm not going to give more explanation on this. What are the challenges ahead? Suppose there are several arts and science colleges all over India. All these colleges, they have facilities, these arts and science colleges are there. So next year onwards, these colleges can apply for 4-year integrated program. Around 13,000 active B.Ed colleges, colleges of teacher education are there. More than that, triple or not double, triple number of arts and science colleges are there. What is happening? Just imagine in a district, there are 5 colleges of teacher education, but there may be around 20 or 15 to 20 arts and science colleges will be available. See, all these colleges are starting the teacher education 4-year integrated teacher education program in 2022-23 year itself. So by 24 and 25, all these arts and science colleges will become flourished. The students will go to 4-year integrated program. So what will happen in the standalone colleges? There will be no students. Gradually, these colleges, because it is not easy to convert our standalone colleges all of a sudden into a multidisciplinary institution. This requires a lot of things. We have to agitate with the state governments. We have to support them to make necessary documents and the procedures and the policies to be constructed. Policies to start or to convert the standalone institutions into multidisciplinary institutions. Only in Punjab, the colleges of education principals stood together and they worked together, and now they have an order from the government of Punjab to convert to multidisciplinary institutions, convert standalone institutions to multidisciplinary mode. So there is a chance to close several standalone colleges of education. So first point. Second thing, when the teacher education programs are initiated by the multidisciplinary institutions, that is arts and science colleges, they require only the faculty members for the pedagogy sciences or pedagogical practices, faculties with PG and B.Ed only. Automatically, the managements, most of the institutions are under self-financing sector. The self-financing sector, the managements will ask the MIT holders to leave the campus because they can adjust the faculty members, those who are serving in other departments. So suppose in Arts and Science College, there are BCom and BSc and BA, etc., etc. So for the faculty of education, they can hire the teachers, those who are teaching in BCom or BA degree or BS degree program to the teacher education program. So what will happen? 80% of teachers, those who are serving in standalone institution, will lose their job, no doubt. Because self-financing institutions, we know what is the nature of the self-financing institutions. They are money motivated, profit motivated. See, they automatically will use the faculty members from other disciplines. There is no need of embedded holders. So those who are serving in the teacher education institutions with the MIT, they will be asked to leave. They will lose the job, no doubt. And another important factor, so far we have developed a culture and maintained a quality, even though there are certain dropouts. We tried to ensure the quality of our product, our teachers. The culture of teacher education program in an inclusive campus is somewhat good, but the quality of the teacher education program when it goes to the multidisciplinary campus will lose definitely. Another program, the academic climate and the professional culture will change. See, our students are disciplined. They have a way of wearing the dress and code and conduct and ethics, everything. They are obedient to us. They never use it to just cut the class and go to the movies like other students in different streams like BA and BCom. Similar, their discipline. Particularly in Kerala and some other states of India, we can see that the politics, student politics. So most of the time there will be clashes between the student groups in the name of the politics. Several actions we have to expect in such a campuses, which spoils the discipline of the program. And another thing, see, when the management asks us to hire the teachers from other departments, we will not have a power or we will have no freedom to speak with them. We as authority of the department, we cannot order to them because they have to serve in both departments, right? So the academic freedom will be lost. So we need an NOC of the state government, etc., etc. Such very crucial issues are there. So what we have to do, we have to already PACE has submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister, Educational Minister, all the ministers of affairs of Education Department, and all the regional managers, chairmans of NCTE, and the chairperson of NCTE, and Nidhi Ayog. We have done such things, but still our government is moving, not a government, NCTE is moving. I think government has their own visions, but the NCTE is moving in this direction. This, of course, will damage our teacher education system in India. And also, more than that, this is a very dangerous situation, that loss of jobs for several teachers. Some managements may be kind enough to accommodate the faculties, those who are losing the job, but not all. So in this crucial juncture, we have to unite together, and we have to work hard under the banner of Principal Association of Colleges of Education, PACE. And in the December month, the presidents and the secretaries of all the state executive committees and the executive committee of national level are sitting together in New Delhi from 6th onwards next month, and we will plan, and we will meet all the members whom we can approach, including, if possible, we will directly meet our Prime Minister, Minister, and Ministers of Affairs in the MHRD, and will request and will inform our crucial situations and the damages that may make in this juncture. So these are our plan. We are planning a nationwide campaign first. We'll conduct a nationwide webinar, and all you must share the link to possible teacher educators and the principals, and personally request them to join. And also our executive committees of various states, they will also organize a webinar on the same issue, and will make a campaign. And of course, if we raise our voice and if we stand together, of course we can overcome the problems that we are facing now. With these words, I would like to conclude, and I observe that somebody has raised the hand. Please, who's that? Okay, somebody raised the hand. Was that I could not?
Dr. Jha, Dr. DK Jha.
Dilip Kumar Jha. Yeah, he is our honorable editor of our newsletter. Please, Dilip Kumar Jha.
थैंक यू सर, धन्यवाद आपको और सभी मेंबर, सेक्रेटरी, चेयरपर्सन, जितने सबको मैं नमस्कार करता हूं। और ये बहुत ही अच्छा लगा है आज हमें कि निश्चित रूप से ये न्यूज़लेटर जो है आज हमारा जारी हुआ है। और जैसे कि चेयरमैन साहब ने ये कहा है कि आगे जो है एक रिसर्च पेपर, ये रिसर्च जर्नल जो है हम इशू करेंगे, तो निश्चित रूप से उस पर भी काम होना चाहिए। और जो एक वेबिनार की बात हुई है, तो बहुत जल्दी ही यूपी में हम अपने कॉलेज से इसको हम शुरू करेंगे आगे, अब जो है प्रोग्राम जो है। और ज़्यादा मैं समय नहीं लूँगा। नमस्कार।
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to just briefly condense whatever Professor Devanand sir has said. Colleges of education today will face an identity crisis because we won't even know who we are. There is a lack of clarity, and anything new, any changes, definitely there will be a little bit of confusion. There will be a lot of disparity between departments. The quality of teacher education will drop because it is now a multidisciplinary approach. There will also be a disparity between the national, state, and the university. There will also be a discord between teacher education and higher education. And definitely, like sir has said, we need to voice our intentions through campaigns and movements and webinars. And I think that's a very nice initiative and ideas. And I'm sure if all of us put our minds together, definitely we would go somewhere and our voice will be heard. Let's look at it in a positive manner. Is there any other person who wants to say anything? Because then we could go to the vote of thanks. Anyone want to voice their opinion? Another point that I would like to add, Professor Devanand sir, regarding subscription, nothing much has been informed. So is that going to happen in the group?
Say already in our newsletter we have stated that those who would like to subscribe, they can mail to our association's email ID, and also now we will share this newsletter to our groups, national groups and executive groups, so they can share to the general body members.
No, not subscription for the editorial, but subscription for the PACE India, no?
Yeah.
Membership.
That's I would like to share now. We have started point out a new system. We have to meet some of the expenses. So far we have spent a lot from the pocket of our executive members. Our Shivpal Singh ji and other members have spent a lot of money. So we are going to start a paid membership system. We will give you the performer to join, and you have to see brochure will be shared to all of you. Using that you can join. Okay. Thank you, Damira madam.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to voice their opinion? Dr. Gowda. Dr. Mahanta Gowda. Yes.
Madam, good evening. So, Dayanand sir has explained very beautifully what is the impact on teacher education. NEP is impact on teacher education because of this. It is direct effect to the existing the survival. NEP is immediate effect on teacher education, or will take little bit year, some of the years. That is one of the confusion. And also in the last general body meeting by the NCTE, they're going to introduce 3 years integrated course, B.Ed and M.Ed. That is on agenda. And also they're going to introduce the ITEP, that is another agenda. And third one, so 2 years B.Ed, it is existing up to 2030, or within the 2030 it is going to convert from 2 years to 4 years. So many more, not only 1 or 2, many more confusions are there in the field of teacher education. Nobody can give the clarity or specification. These are the things, these are the confusions are there. Day by day, they rise the confusions. Sir, I don't know his name, sir. Dayananda, sir.
Okay, sir.
Devanand sir.
Thank you.
Devanandan sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Because of this, now in the Karnataka, Now in the Karnataka, they're going to introduce the national education policy in this academic year only, 21-22.
Okay.
It is the first state of in the country, but
Yeah.
it is not affecting the teacher education. They don't get any circular, any notification from the concerned authority or central or state. Please,
Okay, Mahant Gowda sir, thank you very much for your queries. Of course,
please.
see, we are going to see this is a short duration program. It's not a wide program now. We are going to conduct a very big campaign nationwide and statewide on the issues that we are going to face, and also the latest developments will be discussed there, will be explained there, and after that we will have a forum to discuss all these things. And very soon, within 1 month itself, we will have the campaigns. All the doubts will be cleared in that part. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So
Sir,
over to Damera madam.
Sir, I would like to bring to notice to you people. Shall I have few words, sir?
Of course, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, Gangadhar sir, please.
Sir. Sir, actually in Karnataka, what's going on? In a new education policy has the functioning in a properly for UG courses. The syllabus already framed for the UG courses for only 1 year, but not at any there's no clarification in the ITP and all. But our chairperson of Karnataka, Dr. Timmegoda sir, has mentioned multidisciplinary is equivalent to B.Ed. So he is unknowingly using these words. So all of the principals of Karnataka, they are put it into a confusion. That's only the drawback seems to be, as Mahantagoda is mentioning.
Yes.
Of course, all these things, anyhow, we are planning a discussion with the chairperson Sarangi sir and other regional members, if possible, in Delhi. Of course, our Notia ji, the chairperson of NRC of NCTE, is kind enough to talk with us. Okay.
Yes.
So over to Vijayalakshmi madam. Shall we conclude, madam?
Sir, before concluding, what about December 6th program?
We will have our EC, our executive committee meeting.
Fine, sir. Fine. Okay, all right. So we'll do it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Damara madam, your mic is mute.
Sorry. I request Dr. Dashrath Singh Chauhan, Treasurer of PACE, to give the vote of thanks. Are you there, sir? Dr. Dashrath Singh Chauhan?
Dasharath Singh ji?
He's on mute.
Dasharath Singh ji? I think he left.
He's on unmute.
Sir, Dasharath Singh ji? I think
He's on mute, sir.
He's not here.
Okay, so I invite Dr. S.K. Tripati to vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. May I, sir?
Yes, sir. Please.
Honorable Shivpal Singh ji, Honorable Devanandan sir, Honorable members of PACE, all members are. Thank you for joining over here in meeting. Very thanks to Mr. Gowda. I know him. I know him personally.
Thank you, sir.
Please keep in touch.
Definitely.
Thank you all, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. So I think we can now conclude with the national anthem.
Please, ma'am.
I shall
Stand up.
yeah,
Please.
yeah.
stand up in your particular place only.
I shall share the national anthem now.
Please. Everybody stand up in your place only.
द्राविडे उत्कल बंगो
तव शुभ आशीष मांगे आहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind.
जय हिंद
Jai
Thank you.
Hind.
Jai
Thank
Hind.
you.
Jai Hind.
So Amarjit Singh ji, Amarjit
Jai Hind,
Singh ji.
everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your participation and great work of releasing this newsletter with your effort. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Sir,
सभी को बहुत बहुत आभार, धन्यवाद।
we assure you of full support, and we need to stand united.
Yeah, of course, of course.
पठार सर,
Yes, sir.
मेरा नाम जो है उसमें DILEEP के बदले में DILIP, उसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा। हाँ
हाँ, ठीक कर लेंगे जी, बिल्कुल। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Dr. Amarjit Singh, congratulations, sir, for a great work.
आप सभी का बहुत बहुत आभार और अभिनंदन।
ये सभी का काम है, कमेरा जी बहुत काम किया है इस पर।
सभी के प्रयास, अथक प्रयास से
बहुत बड़े प्रयास किए हैं उन्होंने, क्योंकि ये हर एक शब्द को चुनकर इसमें क्या गलत है, स्पेलिंग का क्या गलत है, सेंटेंस में क्या गलत है, ये सब ठीक करके भेजा है ना। इट्स ग्रेट वर्क शी हैज डन। कंग्रेट्स।
मेरा मैम तो बहुत अच्छा काम करती हैं और बहुत अच्छी स्पीकर हैं। बहुत एकदम कहना चाहिए हमारे पेस इंडिया की
आवाज है, आवाज है।
Thank you, sir. की प्रवक्ता,
My privilege.
जैसे पार्टी से राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता नियुक्त किए जाते हैं, उसी तरह से प्रेस इंडिया की तरफ से प्रवक्ता हैं।
प्रवक्ता है, प्रेस का प्रवक्ता है ना, ऐसी बात है। ओके ओके सर, तो
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। बाय बाय।
Bye. Good night.
Good night, sir.